Greetings, fellow slingers. It is I, your trusted Dungeon Master, Brian, welcoming each of you back to the show. And what a show this week turned out to be. This week, we follow our heroes as they continue their trek through the Harrowfen wilds while en route to the northern garrison. But along their way, they encounter a group of prisoners being escorted by a retinue of serpent beasts led by a name from the past. And let me tell you, Rafu does not abide. So grab your favorite D20 and turn up the volume as I lead you into Riders on the Storm, episode 42, I Scream Social. Oh, look, there's two 20s.
Get it out now.
Oh, I'm not using these tonight. I just put them out here for a while. Ready?
It isn't in the dice, it's you.
That's why I touch everybody's dice.
Quit touching my stuff.
And your
Don't
dice.
sit next to him, man. That's the worst.
Greetings, fellow slingers, and welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast, episode 42 of Riders on the Storm. And with me are the Hard Slingers.
Woo!
Yay.
Yeah, and we have a special guest sitting in the ad hoc seat this evening, Nick.
How's it going?
Yeah, put your dice together for this man. Woo!
Wait, do you mean literally?
Sure, why not? Throw them all together.
Yeah.
Give me all the dice.
Tray noises.
I'm gonna cut all that out.
What? That makes it sound like real. Like we're not just using like.
Real. We're not using real dice tonight. We're using these.
No,
dice.
we're using real dice, but a lot of people use the app, and we're not that sophisticated.
Kind of a slob would use the app. Oh,
Don't
sorry.
offend
Yeah,
some
you
of
do
our.
He's over there. Nick, you're off the table.
Oh, man.
Oh no, he still rolls.
He better roll.
Is that still the app you made?
No.
No.
It's D&D Beyond.
Oh, you use that?
Yeah.
Beyond who? Beyond it. Well, we pick up with our adventurers now approximately 350 years in the past as they leave the library of Vendor Green behind. As Archer finds a slightly overgrown game trail, he begins to lead the group in a northern direction. Now, prior to finding the Golden Pyramid in your point of future, you had been traversing this swamp for several hours before you happened upon it. Remembering what the new Warden of the Seekers had mentioned about the Harrowfen wilds and the distance you've already covered in the future, one could surmise that you may be closing in on the swamp's northern borders. What are you guys going to do?
I mean, I'm hurting over here. Ruby's like limping a little bit, and I don't want to have life. So she can't imagine what these creatures look like evolution-wise 300 years. I mean, there's 300 years in this. Well, might be some like mutant-ass frogs in here or something.
But you're 300 years in the
300
past.
years
in the past, yeah, that makes it even worse.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
There were
man.
dinosaurs in the
Dinosaurs came
I just want to say, as the DM, I'm glad to know you're close to death, though.
Yeah, so save me.
Okay. Well, okay.
Look, I got a spell slot
That's-
for that.
You do? You also have...
I got a
who's-
spell for that.
For what?
For saving my life.
Don't tell me about it, because I want to see it in action if I ever need to use it. Or if
What,
you
kill
ever
me?
need to use it. Yeah.
Let's just
okay.
make it happen.
Because,
I attack
well,
Ruby.
she said she was going to use that for... who was it?
Rage.
For somebody if they had gone... Oh, when you were thinking about that little child that...
Yeah.
Yeah. I was curious to see what she was going to pull out of her bag of tricks there.
Killing
besides
children?
Batu.
I assume she had
I
some
got some
sort of
fun spells.
I assume she had like revivify? Some shit.
Revivify.
like that.
It sounds like it's some kind of drug you'd take to get
That's
up in the
like
morning.
Yes, that's exactly what
that's
I
a
have.
lazy.
Yeah.
It's a shitty man's raised
Res-
dead.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm a
At least I can bring the
warlock,
dead
okay?
back.
I'm just saying I get that. In
Not a necromancer.
A million levels from now.
Yeah, and I was given it. Like, it's not even an option. I was told that I have it.
Force fed.
I was force-fed.
You're
to
gonna
know.
you're gonna resurrect people and you're gonna like it.
I'm supposed to just heal.
So, Vratislav, you've been following behind Archer as he's been slowly going through, but you can tell that he's struggling. This is definitely not his area of expertise.
So as we're approaching the swamp,
Well,
And-
the swamp itself is very thin at this point.
I know,
It's
but I'm
more
still
like a-
saying we're
Marsh.
yeah.
Yes.
So I'm saying as I know we're getting close to it. It's familiar to me. Hearing Ruby's griping, I do agree a rest could be in order, but I don't know about a long rest. What does the rest of the party think?
I'm okay with something short.
Yeah, I'm fine with a short
We can have a little
I'm all right.
picnic.
I just need some hit points.
I should allow the eye to heal.
Yeah, and then that way too. I saw Archer starting to struggle. Hopefully, we can all catch our breath.
Yeah, he's definitely faltering. I mean,
Yeah, I don't
Before
know
you
what he
guys
knows,
found
but
him,
we
he
all
had-
know.
definitely gotten his ass kicked.
Yeah. So, like I said, I'm not sure if I want to do a long rest here, but it was get some hit points. And does everyone still have spell slots or?
I mean,
I don't have
used
much.
some. I've used some, but I still got a few left, so I don't mind.
So you guys want to do a short rest then? Is that what you guys are going to do?
Yeah.
Looks like Junior's already over here.
Yeah.
Junior's
Yeah.
already
Rolling up
doing-
his
I'm
HP.
just,
I'll roll some dice.
while we decide.
He decided a while ago that he's taking the short rest.
So while you
Regardless
guys
of
are
what we
arguing
do.
about whether or not to take a short rest, he's actually sitting on the ground taking his short
I'm
rest.
taking my short rest already.
You see
that's a good
Archer
one.
sitting off to the side. He kind of reminds you of that one kid that's on the school grounds where everybody goes out for nutrition, which is that little area right before lunch. And everybody's eating their little snacks, and he's just kind of like,
Recess?
Recess? Dude,
well, they used to call it nutrition.
the world is a very different place.
That was in the
And the-
50s.
Oh, you're
That
saying
wasn't
50? I was going to
me.
say 40s. 40s, they called it just a break.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my
This is
God.
back when the sky was
It was your
gray
smoke
and
break?
dark gray.
It's a kid's smoke break.
They'd go out and roll out their own cigarettes and shit. But he like would be one of those kids that would watch everybody else eat their snack, and he just
perfect. Oh, I'll join him, man. I'm just going to sit next to him and bring up the fact that he's the only person that has lived in his group.
in his group.
Yeah. So, Archer, at this point, you're really the only survivor left. What do you plan on doing?
He looks at you. I don't even know if my mission matters much anymore at this point. We were sent back in time as a group, and I'm all that's left. The only thing I could hope is to possibly see the mission through with you, at least. Regardless of what may come, at least I can say that I was able to do something. Maybe I'll become a professional dice
I said the
roller.
wrong name. Ruby, keep it down.
Invent an app to roll dice in the future.
I've been thinking about going back for my master's in computer science.
I would invest in that. Rafu from the back corner.
Thanks a lot, Lieutenant Dan. Anyways,
So, Archer, do you plan to really stay true to ASL, even after all this?
how do you know about ASL?
I pointed the pin that I haven't taken off.
He reluctantly raises a hand and kind of rubs the black rose at his neckline, and
Is that what people do now?
rub?
I start rubbing my pin.
No.
Brooch.
I can rub your pin as well, my
It's a
friend.
brooch.
Brooch.
He looks. You could tell that he's at a crossroads. He's not really sure what he believes in at this point.
Okay, wait, sorry. Just to refresh myself, he didn't have the brooch. Is that what you were saying earlier?
No, he did.
Oh, he did?
Because you
Okay.
noticed that when you guys turned him over. In fact, when you guys came
Okay.
up from that area, you
But he
saw.
never noticed that he had the brooch.
No, he didn't. Well, to be
He's-
honest, I
he's
don't.
half dead.
That's a couple of
failed his
episodes
perception.
ago. I honestly don't remember if he noticed it or not.
I don't think he did.
Okay,
At this point, it's canon. He didn't.
Sorry.
he did not notice it. So he looks at you and he says, ASL has been part of my life for as long as I could remember. And then Urthal came onto the scene in Main Rezo. He changed a lot of our viewpoints by speaking to Urthal, who then conveyed what he was looking for. As far as the soul crucible in the inner facet gem, I really not familiar with why they wanted these artifacts, but it was my duty at the time, and I'm not just going to let it go.
And so you're working for Orthol now, not ASL?
Well, there's a pyramid scheme, you see. If you look at the top of the pyramid, which is represented by the
You
golden
willingly
pyramid,
entered something you knew was a pyramid scheme?
oh, they had good reps at the
MLM.
time.
Not even I would fall for that.
Shut up, One Eye.
Do you have some protein shakes then?
He saw when Main Rezo had mentioned that Earthal was, in a way, conveying to him that this is what he wanted. We were under the impression that this Earthal was ASL or somehow related to him, but I believe it might be heresy for me to say, but I don't believe that Earthal is a god, but rather just a flat-out demonic entity.
I think
I've
you're
seen this beast devour souls.
right. That's usually within the purview of demons.
I've witnessed those that have been uncooperative to Main Rezo's way be marched to that void, that starry void, 350 years in the future, and fed to this beast. It's an insatiable beast. I would rather not think about it. I just want to stay focused on the task at hand.
I understand that. If it helps, I can hold on to that. And I point at the pin. Then I put it on my hand.
You're a good brother, and just your gesture alone to satiate the pain inside me, I'll retain it for myself, but thank you.
All right.
I feel rested. How is everybody else doing? Did you get your D12? Barbarian.
I did. My eyes.
Great. What about you, little halfling? Have you rolled your D3s? Whatever you use for health in this time?
Yes, I feel refreshed and much better. I feel good to go.
Good.
Look at my eye.
Rafa's running around. I have 2 eyes.
2 eyes.
I can see you.
So as he rises up, dusts off all the
Dust.
dirt and the leaves that have stuck to his dark, blood-soaked robes, he looks around and he sees the game trail again and starts picking through it and starts moving through and indicating for everybody to continue along with him. About 40 minutes into the walk, you see him stop abruptly and raise his hand next to his face like a fist, indicating for everybody to halt.
I hope.
I slam into the person in front of me because I can't see him make that sign.
I was walking along up near the front.
He looks back at you and he says, Ranger, we're not alone. And it's then you could hear voices up ahead. Force this rabble to move faster. We want to get to the garrison before the moon fully rises. I don't want to be seen.
Do you see him?
Well, I hear him, so I turn around to all you guys and motion for everyone to pretty much break off. Are there shrubs on the side of the road, hopefully?
Yeah, there's just, you're walking along a really narrow game trail. You could hear the voices are more ahead of you, just on the other side of the hedges and the bushes and whatnot. And it almost seems as though there's a clearing out there, but you can't really see unless you get a little closer.
Can we try to get closer?
I want to get
Yeah.
closer.
I can move
We'll
closer.
move
See if I
stealthily.
can see this guy.
Okay. Who's moving forward?
It looks like 3 of us.
Vratislav, yeah.
I'll roll 2.
Okay.
I mean, I'm
4
pretty
of
much
us.
covered.
Basically all of us.
Make your-
I'm as tall as the bushes, so do I need to
And
make
I
a
would like to
stealth
move.
check?
Are we
I'm
stealthily?
moving stealthily.
Move.
Okay.
Make your stealth checks.
God damn it.
What do you got there, Ruby?
14.
14.
It's not gonna matter.
Vratislav.
9.
5.
21.
21.
I have disadvantage.
Elden, stump.
It's just chainmail.
It's chainmail.
So as the group begins to move forward, Eldon, your chainmail begins to clink against itself, and Vratislav, you accidentally step on a dry branch, and it cracks.
It's
And
not
you-
his terrain.
It's you
It
totally,
isn't technically. It's forest, so thank God we haven't been there yet this whole campaign.
you, as you still draw closer, you see 4 figures in this clearing, 3 of whom appear to be prisoners, human prisoners shackled at the hands and at the feet. Another one is a dwarven prisoner shackled at his hands and feet. You see very reminiscent beasts that you've encountered before, these serpent beasts, which appear to be moving these prisoners forward. And next to the serpent beasts, you see a large crimson four-legged pack animal right next to him that appears to be carrying all of the prisoners' gear.
Do they like react? Do they like turn to look at us?
They do.
All right. Can I react to them turning?
I want to get a dagger. How far away are they?
They're going to be in this clearing right here, but imagine you're coming from the south.
I would like to get a shot at them too.
I was gonna do something completely different.
Diplomacy? What's that?
Sounds like a job for Rafu.
Yeah, I want to move I want to drag Rafu with me.
Greetings, friends.
Where's that dwarf at? Throw him in the middle of these fools.
Looks like a football play.
Yeah, totally.
They do. They look like they're crouching.
Vibrating boards.
Electronic football, yeah. I missed that.
Oh, that's not a doggo.
No.
Well, I'll tell you what. For the sake of making this easier for me, we'll make this north.
Okay. See, this is why we need the fucking cap, man.
You want
That's
the
why we
cap?
need the
Okay,
cap.
I always said it was always the same, but now it changed.
I'm looking for the bottle cap.
I got it right there.
Oh, you do? Oh, all right.
Can you toss Rafu for me? That's not what toss means.
That's not what does. Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, toss.
gotta
If
use
you
your
want to
tongue.
toss Rafu, that's not the
Look,
motion you
just
need.
because what you want to do doesn't mean you can do it at any time.
Would
time
they
and a
look
place
towards us?
for
I
that.
want to reveal myself like I belong here.
Okay.
I am your master. Thank you for bringing.
And then I'm going to put up one hand and say, are these the captives that ASL ordered?
So you actually come out.
yeah, I come out and I put up my hand and I say, are these the
bold
captives that ASL ordered?
As you do that, 3 of these serpent beasts say, "Protect the Proctor. Protect Grumman. Surround him." You see the serpent beast that's more elegantly dressed get behind his retinue.
I ask again, are these the captives that ASL ordered?
They all look at you and say, "Roll for initiative."
Do they really?
They
Alright, whatever.
do. Who is ASL?
She's up your ass, you know.
Ouch. Eldon,
21.
Vratislav,
5.
Ruby,
Dos.
Rafu,
12.
Thormund.
20.
Jesus. So, the serpent beasts look at you, Eldon, and they say, "Who is this ASL you speak of?"
If you don't know him, it's not important. And then I move up.
"Stay your place there, dog."
A lot of these PCs like to say the word dog. It's like they all came from the same training
I'm sorry,
camp.
I
But
don't-
they came
I
from
feel
the
like I don't understand the common dialect.
It's
part
So
of
much
the
has
malicious.
changed.
Hey, it was part of the pyramid scheme thing. You know?
It's like the modern day bro.
And I'm going to stand there. So I'm like probably 15 feet away from the captives. And I'm going to take the dodge action.
In case you get attacked?
Yeah.
Okay. This red crimson beast
Attacks
moves slightly forward
Draw the
just to look
aggro.
at you. Thormund. Now, you've been traveling with this group of prisoners for quite some time, probably a couple of days. They've pulled you from an island that you were looking at, brought you to a mainland for some reason, some nefarious reason you don't know, and you've been waiting this whole time for an opportunity to break free. It looks like it has finally come to you.
Okay. I turn to Eldon and I say, please, please, unchain me. I can help you guys.
Well, yeah, sure. After we complete negotiations.
At this point, you see the human prisoners. They're black and blue. They've got welts upon their back. Their feet are just bleeding from having walked so far. They start to shake and literally urinate upon themselves in the rags that they're standing. I mean, they're in fear for their lives at this point.
Yeah, no need to hold your breath. I think negotiations will be quick.
Yes, they will be quick. And these 3 begin to move forward. Find a square there, buddy.
Yeah, close enough.
The first one looks at you, Eldon, and hurls a skull at you. You're going to take that dodge, Ashkin?
Yeah, I took it.
Action.
So all attacks have disadvantage against me.
Oh, okay, so the first one. 3.
Take it.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. You get 3.
So it blows up next to in your wake.
Oh no.
Now, which way are you going to go with that? Do you actually move out of the way, or is it just stay there and
I think I
just
just stay
increases
there.
your
I don't have.
You
to- I
stay in
don't-
the same square. You
just
just
stay in the
kind
just kind of like
you matrix it.
Yeah. Right now I'm checking to see if I have
He's
advantage
dancing.
on dex saves or not, but I know attacks have disadvantage. That's all I know.
I think that's all dodge does.
I think you're probably right.
Duck
I have a
dive.
player's handbook. if you
Wait.
want.
now.
Dodge,
How
duck,
often does that work
dive.
for you, though, Eldon?
It's until my turn.
Okay, well, the other 2, or the other one throws another skull at you as well,
You do have advantage on dex saves.
so that will miss, and the third one will move up to you and attack you. Now, does he have disadvantage even if he uses a?
Mm-hmm.
You see him pull out this obsidian blade.
Ah, I know this.
I know this trick.
Oh, for fuck's sake! All right.
I told you it wasn't in the dice.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, the one caveat is I have to see the attacker. So if I don't see the person, then they can.
A sniper.
They can.
From out of the bush line.
I thought you were going to say grassy knoll.
Pretty much a bolt emerges from the grassy knoll.
This large, well-dressed serpent beast moves forward a few feet, looks at you, makes sure that you can see him, and says, "Cower before me."
I like your style.
Make a con save.
Is this a con save?
Yep.
Ooh, not good. I
Not
failed.
good. You begin to shake in your knees and cover your eyes, and I need you to move away from me at top speed as you are
this is-
overcome with this feeling of fear.
Damn, I thought that would be wisdom.
No.
All the way at the back of the map.
All right.
That's right. Who's next, guys? Rafu.
You have 2 eyes now, Rafu. You have no excuses.
You
No.
can see this, right?
No, I couldn't see it
Oh,
from where
I
it was
ignore-
at earlier.
Okay, whatever.
All right. I can make my full movement up to the first. So Rafa moving north to the first creature that attacked Eldon. And entering a rage, he's going to attack recklessly for 21 to hit.
That will definitely hit this guy. What the?
For 16 points of damage.
16 points.
Nice.
The red drake moves forward immediately upon you, Rafu. Now, what does he have advantage against you? Yet?
No, only the first.
Did you attack recklessly?
I did.
Oh,
Is
then
it
everyone does.
Everyone. Okay,
Yeah,
then he does.
It
Everyone.
kind of sucks in that way.
Alrighty.
I thought it was the one I was attacking.
Okay. So,
It's like you just went like nuts, and then you open yourself up to any and all attacks.
you see him swing his tail at you, but he gets advantage on that. Oh, and that'll hit you. I need you to make a dex save.
Not looking good. 7.
7, you take 6 points of damage and you're knocked down to the ground. And then he attempts to claw you while you're down on the ground. And I believe that's going to hit.
You said 6 points of slashing,
Bludgeoning.
bludgeoning.
And a weak 3 points, 6 points of damage. Slashing damage with his claw. Vratislav. Now all this stuff is starting to unfold very quick for you. You see that it has drastically gotten away from any type of a domestic solution here.
I'm going to charge at the red drake and go stand next to my ogre friend.
That's offensive.
We call them half-breeds around here. Greenbacks.
Whatever. Does a 17 hit the drake?
That will... The Drake?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Ooh.
Yes.
So that is 15 points of damage
Oh, nice.
15.
on my first attack.
Damn.
And then I will swing again with the second attack. 23 to hit
That
for
hits.
5 more points of damage.
Damn. MVP coming up, coming up.
Wait, are you raging?
Ruby.
I'm raging.
Okay, Ruby
All right.
is going
All right.
to take a few
gotta
steps
remember.
up
I know.
and cast Shatter in between
All the prisoners?
No,
Give him the gift of mercy.
their smell of peat disgusts me.
You disgust me.
This is a gift.
No, in between the three crumpled up guys, but just out of, so the one on the edge doesn't get hit. So no, because it's a 10-foot radius.
Right here?
That looks
Does
like
that put out
Yeah.
that one? Okay,
Yeah, that's what I always ask.
Okay, so they all have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. So, con saves, huh?
Yes.
I can't help you. Okay, this is the first one. 15. Second one. Fail. And then the main dude. 9. I don't know what the DC is on that.
14.
14?
No, 13. Sorry, 13.
Okay, so the first one made it.
So only one saved.
Yes.
So it's hold on, sorry, I'm counting. 2.
Yes.
good damage is what it is.
So 37 for the whole damage.
Jesus.
For each person?
Yes.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And then half damage for the one that succeeded.
Half damage?
Yes.
13 points. 5.
Okay, 1 second.
That's why I'm,
Thir-
cast, well,
so
I'm
13?
casting it at 3rd level.
Yeah,
See, I love
always
Shatter.
She always gets to cast at the highest level, which is like the cool thing about Warlock.
That's why I love playing when I played Barrack, my cleric.
yeah.
Raining thunder
Barrack
on
the
people.
Barrack the cleric.
Barrack the cleric.
Yeah, dude, Shatter's cool. Just don't get caught in silence.
So, Ruby,
Yes.
as you cast this shatter in the middle of this
Little
little group of serpent beasts, one of this tremor goes off and completely blasts the scales off one of them, sending limbs and other extremities flying in every direction. The other two manage to take this damage as they try to dodge their way out of it, but you can see that they're still a little shook up by all the shit that just happened to them.
They got their finger in a light socket right
Oh,
there.
that's what you call that, huh?
Question.
Yo,
Does the guy that casts fear on me have to make a
Oh.
concentration check?
maybe
Yeah.
he does.
I'm trying to help myself.
I appreciate you trying to fuck the DM. I'll remember
Yeah,
that.
meta gamer.
That's not a metagame. That's just the rules.
Oh.
What is the con? Something like that?
I think it's like you have the damage, and then that's the DC. And if it's below 10, it sets to 10.
It's probably.
So then, okay. Oh, if it's below that?
Yeah, so you have to...
Okay, well, he took 37 points of damage because he failed.
Yeah, and then you like half that, and that's
Half
the DC.
that, which is 13. So he actually fails. So you break free of your spell.
Yes, I can do stuff.
Do stuff.
Shatter's multi-tool.
Yeah,
Kind of
dude.
the Swiss Army knife.
Damage is a pretty good tool.
Archer moves forward 5 feet to his right. Just put him between Ruby and who's that way back there?
Eldon.
Eldon, yeah, put him back there. You see him whip something out of his sleeve and point it, and you see these 3 bolts leave. That's 4.
Wand of magic missiles.
Has these, let's see, 7, 8, 11 points of damage on the Drake. Eldon, not you're no longer sucking hind tit.
Oh, yeah, I can do stuff. I'm going to move up to this beast, and I'm going to attack it.
Oh, good. Yes. Give me more targets.
Big beast.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he's
I'm fine
looking
with
for
giving more
you.
targets. Then, fuck, where's the D8s? Here we go.
Nice.
What do you got, man?
That's 19 on the die.
That'll hit.
8 points of damage.
8 points.
And then coming for a second attack. 18 on the die, and 8 more points of damage.
Thormund.
As I've noticed that all of the my captors are busy, and the other prisoners are soiling themselves and crying and screaming, I notice this is my chance to escape.
Okay. Tell me what you're going to do to escape.
So little do my captors know that I hid my thieves' tool.
Where? Where?
In my rectum.
All right. Well, I'm glad we got that cleared out of the way.
Prison wallet.
There is no doubt on anybody's mind. We all kind of had a feeling that was where it was at.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
I see this past the beast. I was like, what's that one doing?
Shit.
You see this bearded
squatted.
dwarf, this large beard, just grunt, angry looking, squat down, and start to digging his ass.
Elbow deep in himself.
Yeah.
I think one of the prisoners
All right,
laying an egg.
super fist this thing out. So go ahead and make a
Roll to find.
roll to handle this.
Roll initiative. The battle of the anus.
What am I checking for?
You want to get those locks loose. Sorry, I need to borrow.
So does he have
Jess.
advantage?
Sleight of hand.
Slide down.
Oh, you need sleight of hand.
11.
11. You feel one of the chinks loosen up off one of your wrists.
Why they gotta be Asian, man?
I was hesitant about using that. And I'm gonna have to fucking cut that. You know that, right?
That shit.
Your left wrist loosens up. So you now have a free hand.
I think that's as many.
You can move.
Is that my
you
only
can,
action, or-
you can move, but you're going to move at half speed because your ankles are still shackled as well. So do you want to move somewhere?
I am going to move behind the other prisoners so I can try to stay out of sight of everyone else.
As you move away, the tail from the beast strikes out at you because it has a 10-foot reach. And it misses, striking one of the prisoners, who immediately crumples and dies.
Jeez, you just want to take him out, didn't you?
Possibly. He's an NPC. You know me. That's right. The one serpent beast next to the rage Drake looks at you, Rafu, and continues to swipe at you with his obsidian blade. And I'll tell you what, if this doesn't fucking hit you. Oh, yes.
Damn it.
Take it, dog. For 9 points damage. Where's my percentile dice? And the blade breaks off in your side.
It's cool. It's cool. We dealt with this before.
Blade is slashing,
used to
though,
it.
right?
What's that?
Blade was slashing? So that's half. 'cause
Piercing.
I'm piercing? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was actually using a cutlass,
Oh, my Lanta.
an obsidian cutlass. Remember what a cutlass looks like? Moving on.
I can tell you what a kukri looks like.
That's the kukri handle. The other one looks at the group, and you see him make his decision which one he's going to attack. And he moves forward towards you again, Rafu,
Oh no.
Draw
because you
all
are the closest
aggro.
one. And he attacks you with his blade as well. And that'll hit. For 9 points. But the blade does not break off in your side. Rafu, what are you going to do? You've just taken this shit.
Attacking recklessly to the lizard at the north of me. I'll take that 19. That's going to hit. For 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage.
Then I'm going to turn to the big beast for my second attack. And 20 going to hit
20 will hit.
for 8 points of damage.
8 points. Both beasts are still alive and kicking. This one that has been named Grumon looks at you, Thormund, and sees you starting to move, and he moves towards you and puts a hand on your chest and says, "Stay." Oh,
Fucking hell, dude.
20.
Shit.
Backing it up. And I believe 19 will probably hit as you take this bolt of electricity through your chest for 8 plus 2, 10 points of shocking damage. Stay where you are, slave. We must know if the soul crucible will work. We didn't travel all this way to not know. Vratislav.
I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on the Drake.
I knew we needed Snapple Cap.
And then
We knew we needed that.
You're 100% right.
24 to hit
24 will hit.
for a whopping 6 points of damage.
6 points.
But I will swing again. And 21 to hit.
That will hit.
Yeah.
For another 6 points of
Another
damage.
6 points of damage as you strike this beast and he crumples before you under the
Really?
weight of the pack on his back.
Wow.
How come I got a slow clap last week for some fuck up, and he gets the full on, yeah, bravo, motherfucker.
Because you're the enemy.
Yeah, we don't like
the
you.
enemy.
We don't
I'm the
fraternize with
friend. I'm your friend. No, leave him where he's at.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's
Because,
I get it.
He's got everybody's shit on his
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just lay
So
him
since
down.
I'm done with my action, I'm going to loot as soon as I can.
Okay.
So next turn,
Skin
I
him.
guess.
Ruby,
Ruby,
from the cowardice southern portion of the map.
I'm sorry. You see the wipeout damage I did? I'm going to take
Only the ones that survived did.
10 steps up. And then I'm going to use Eldritch Blast with Repelling to push off the 2 guys on Rafu.
How do you know he wanted that?
That's neither going to hit.
Archer from the back looks at the one to the northwest side of Rafu, and you see a bolt leave his hand. And I think that will hit. That will hit, actually, as this firebolt strikes that beast for 4 points. Elden.
I'm going to.
Actually, let's just move that guy off the map.
Just for now, we'll bring it back.
Does he impede my movement?
Only if you go over him. You got to go around him.
Yeah, I'd have to go around him, right?
Yeah. Can we draw a dead body on there for you?
The chalk line.
Yeah, outline of a dead body.
I'm going to go around the beast and then attack the serpent that is north of Rafu.
Okay.
Does 18 hit?
That will hit.
All right. That is 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage as he goes to his knees and he dies. And you hear him say with his final words, "Protect the Lord Grumman, please." And he's looking up at his comrade as he expires
He's
right
not
at
going to
your
last
feet.
either, buddy.
Yeah.
Don't
Hate to
say
break it
that.
for you.
We're
Hey,
only 40 minutes into this.
I take a step over his corpse and attack his friend.
Oh shit, you can do that?
Yeah, it's like
I have-
double jumping in
I
checkers.
have remaining movement, so I'm going to use it.
Well, all right.
Shit. Does 16 hit?
Wait. Oh.
No, it does not.
All right. I missed.
Valiant effort.
Yeah, I tried.
It looked badass.
It would have been nice if like he saw me hit his friend. But
Thorman,
I'm going to try to break out of the spell that I'm under.
you're not under spell. He used shocking grasp upon you.
Oh.
That's what you felt was
He
this
electrocuted you.
sizzling. You've got his talon print right upon your bare chest. You're mine, dog.
Oh, okay.
Dog.
I only have one
why are
hand
these lizards
free.
obsessed with dogs?
They all are. They're snakes, too, which is weird.
Technically, both your hands are free. You just have a shackle on one.
Yeah.
And what can that be used as?
Flail.
Thank you. Give him up.
I was gonna say weapon, but
So was
I
I.
only have one.
wow.
I used 2 last session.
oh yeah, doctor for performing surgery there.
And the gold doubloon to Eric. Well, he still lasts.
Eric, he'll last.
Challenge accepted.
Whoa.
You've been trying this whole game.
We're talking about Eric. We're not talking about Ralph.
Oh, sorry. Have you seen that backyard?
So where we're hiding the dead bodies.
What are you
What are you
doing
gonna do?
back there? I'm burying you.
I am going to try to javelin hit him. Yeah, I'm going to try to hit him with the shackle.
All right. Are you proficient in melee weapons?
No.
You're not?
Maybe.
I mean, he's got some
Most-
rogue
Yeah, you
weapons.
should be.
If he's proficient in melee weapons, it's not considered an
5e, it's
improvised
not-
weapon.
It would be considered like a
Improvised.
Okay.
improvisational
Yeah.
weapon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there a flail? I don't know. No.
There
Yeah,
is
there
a
is.
flail.
There is a flail.
Okay. It will do 1d6 points of damage if you hit.
All right.
I miss anyways.
Okay. But
least
he
you
is
didn't hit yourself.
shocked by the audacity that you have tried to hit him. The one that is to the north of you, Rafu, who has survived. Actually, have you had your turn yet? No.
No.
Okay. Well, I want to do my best to kill you right now. He tries to bite at you. 17?
Yes.
17. For 5 points of damage, and I need for you to make a con save.
Rabies.
You still got to use D20 for this game.
Forgot what dice I have. Trey.
Wait, you rolled the same number.
I know. I failed.
Okay. As you take another 4 points of this poison coursing through you. And it's your turn, so you're going to take another 2 points of
how
bleed
fucking
damage
happy he is.
from the broken sword in your side.
I get to hurt
So what are you
somebody.
going to
Guy.
do? Okay, so you could either take the sword, broken shard out for your full turn, or you could not take the...
Don't do it. Attack.
I'm going to attack first and destroy this fucking guy.
Okay.
Don't give Brian the satisfaction of pulling that thing out.
That
Just
is
fucking slap it to his monsters.
19 to hit.
That'll hit. It's a fucking 1.
That's a one on the hammer.
7 points of damage.
7 points.
Jesus.
Easy.
Yeah,
Sorry, I was
careful.
too excited.
It's only 7 points.
All right,
Yes.
Make a con save.
Natural 20.
Okay, was that your attack or your con save?
That was my con save.
Okay, so the poison stops coursing through you. I didn't know you had a second attack. Do you have a second
I
attack?
do have a
Okay.
second attack.
All three of us do.
That is
It's 69.
22 to hit
22 to hit, and you hit him again.
for 10 points of
10
damage.
points of damage. Describe how you annihilate this fucker with Balls' great axe.
On the backswing coming back up, I just want to just decapitate this guy.
Okay.
Or
Use it
dodge
like-
out of the
yeah,
way
like-
of the head.
Ah! Try to launch that head.
Did you roll that D100, by the way?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
This is a fucking eye, guys.
So
That guy's
this...
gone. Jesus.
Just like his head, he went flying across the map.
This serpent beast has several options in front of it, and he looks at you again, Thorman. And he says, "Kneel before me," I said. And he again tries to put his hand upon your chest.
Typical priest.
18?
That is.
Have you tried kneeling?
2 more points of this shocking damage that goes through you, and then he moves away. Take your attack. Attack of opportunity.
He doesn't have a reaction.
He doesn't?
Shocking grasp removes reactions.
Oh, shit, that's right. He's going to be moving even further. Vratislav. You see the board is starting to clear. The battle's starting to thin out a little in front of you.
I start reaching into the saddlebags of the beast.
Drake's anus.
No, I just start pulling everything out of the pouches and sacks and just throwing it on the ground.
Okay.
That's the looting.
You see cheap
And-
swords and
I was
other...
gonna say, do I see anything cool? As I'm just looking for something good.
I thought you were a ranger, not a rogue.
You see all
not
kinds
both?
of things fall out. You see weapons. You see swords fall out. Short sword. You see a flail fall out. You see a necklace fall out. You see all kinds of crap fall out. A shield, just wooden garbage. It's up to you to kind of sift through and determine whatever has some kind of monetary value at this point.
Scimitar or something.
So, as I see, I'm assuming the short sword probably looks pretty good.
It does. It seems to have it. Of all the weapons that have come out of the pack, it seems to have the most honed edge to it.
Okay, so as that comes out, I pick it up and yell, "Dwarf!"
Fuck you! This is mine.
No, and I just throw it.
I throw his weapon at him.
I throw it. Yes, pretty much. I just throw his weapon in his general direction.
Okay, make an attack roll. You just toss it right in front of him.
Yeah, no, I
Thorman, you see this sword land at your feet. Ruby, watching all
Ruby-
this go down, you see Vratislav digging through this Drake's pack on his back.
I do, but I keep my eye on grooming. So I've had my eye on him because, major sorcerer and all that. Does it? He looks like he's retreating.
He's backing up.
Okay, so I would like
Tactical withdrawal.
I would like to take my full movement, not like double, but somebody movement 25, and then I'm just gonna
Yes, get closer to me.
hold on.
This is gonna. Is that you want to go double your movement or just?
I think she's checking to see if she's in range of a spell.
Oh yes.
Perfect. I'm gonna cast hold person.
Oh,
yes.
And so he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
wisdom.
I know.
Force choke.
Choke yourself with my hand.
Fuck me.
hand.
So
You
yeah,
idiot.
so I see him retreating, and so I just stick my hand out, and I kind of make the Vader, like, kind of clench.
Lean into it.
Okay.
And I start to lean into the
Lean
rage.
into it.
Well, I start to lean into the rage side of that I have.
Yes, yes.
God.
You begin to feel this power ebb through you. You gotta make a percentage check, right, on that?
Let the hate flow through.
It's been a while since I've done this, so I kind of forgot the mechanics of it. 20%.
20%. But as you reaching through it, you hear this, Ruby, yes. And then the sky cracks in lightning, and you can actually see the sky splinter for a moment, as though it shouldn't have done that. It's almost as though a paradox may be occurring right now. Archer from the back sees you do this, and he actually backs up 5 feet.
Pussy.
Eldon.
I'm going to move up for my maximum movement.
Push the.
Why are you moving my mini?
Oh, sweet. I'm actually closer than I thought.
Why'd you take a square away from me?
That's not where you were. You were back one. I saw
know.
that.
I tried.
Turn me around.
Turn around.
I don't need to turn around.
He just wants to show his ass to his
I'm just
enemy.
moonwalking there. I can't reach him, so I'm going to throw a dagger at him.
Okay.
I'll throw 2 daggers. He's paralyzed, so I have advantage, right? Or is it only if it's melee?
Paralyzed creature is incapacitated and can't move or speak. Automatically fails strength and dex. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
he's
Any
straight
attack
up.
hits the creature is a crit hit if the attacker is within 5 feet, though.
Oh, okay. So it's not a crit, but I have advantage on the attack at least. Does 19 hit?
No.
All right, it's like a dagger.
What?
That's not gonna hit either.
Okay.
Jeez.
Now,
It's AC.
you cast a paralyzed
Well, I cast hold person.
hold person. He can't speak or anything.
No.
Does Misty Step have a verbal?
I think it has.
He's paralyzed.
But
has
if he's
some component.
paralyzed, you can't speak.
either has
if your
somatic-
muscles
it
can't.
might-
Does it have somatic to
It
it?
might have somatic at least.
I should see that. Hang on a second.
Right? Wasn't this? Didn't we run into this back with?
Self, it has verbal components, so he cannot speak. Okay. So he needs to make a save, right?
It's his turn? Yes.
Yes. Right? Is it?
Yep.
Yeah, it's like
On
at
his
the end of
turn.
his
At the
turn.
end of his turn, he can
Oh,
make a.
it's not his turn, though. It's
at the-
Thormund's
no,
turn.
at the end of his turn, he can make it, yeah.
Oh, seems like he's not going to do fucking shit for his turn. His whole turn. Thormund, what are you going to do?
I'm going to pick up the short sword in front of me, and
bet you-
I'm going to attempt to break the shackles from my legs so I can move.
Okay, make a strength check as you slowly put your tools, your thieves' tools back up your rectum.
10.
10.
Not going to.
No.
Negative Ghost Rider.
Negative. Sorry, you had better luck using that shit stained pick. Rafa.
I still have the broken sword inside of me, right?
Yes, you do. You want to pull it out or you going to leave it in there?
At this point, you should maybe pull it out.
I'm gonna pull it out.
Okay, that's your whole turn.
Okay.
That's
and
everything.
I'm
You
gonna
can move.
move. I'm gonna move my full movement, so 30 feet, so that'd probably get me close to Eldon.
Right behind Eldon.
And then, can I drop my axe and throw a dagger?
No, next
No.
turn.
Your whole action was
My
digging
whole
up
action,
the
yeah.
next
Okay.
shard.
Was digging that dude's obsidian blade out of you. So this one dude, dressed up like another dude.
Disguised as this.
So
one.
he needs to make a
Wisdom.
wisdom save. Fuck. Talk about a fucking dumb stat.
Yeah.
Speak up.
So as he tries to get out of this hold, Ruby clenches her fist.
Clenches harder. Got him by the air nads. Vratislav.
Okay, I'm going to charge at the
Oh yeah.
paralyzed man. No. That's Grumon.
All right. Is this you?
No.
Oh, you're way back there.
So I will make it all the way, even if I go past the guy, give me an
Isn't
extra
it a
square.
crit on a hit? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a crit
Yeah.
on a hit.
Oh,
too.
it's an automatic crit.
On a
That's
hit.
good.
On a
On a
hit.
You have to
hit.
hit it.
On a
You have to hit.
hit.
You gotta be within
you'll
5
You'll get
feet.
it. You'll get it. You'll get it.
Do I get advantage?
Yeah, you have advantage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get advantage.
Why?
Because he's
He's paralyzed.
Jesus.
So
17 on the die. 23. 23.
That'll hit.
Crit.
Yeah, crit! Woo!
So that's 13 on the first hit.
Adios.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack again.
Is that max damage? 13's max? That seems awfully low.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's crit. It's max damage.
Yeah, I have a long sword and +3 to my strength.
Oh, okay. So
I don't have hunter's mark or anything
Oh, okay.
on them.
Okay, so
Oh,
13.
That makes sense.
Because I pretty much, using Charger, I can use my action to run all the way up, then bonus action, I still get the swing.
Okay.
Yeah, you get one swing.
You only get one.
You just said.
Do I?
Could bonus
so.
action 2 swing.
Yeah, it's a bonus action to swing.
Only 1 swing.
Oh, okay. So that's it. 13 points of damage.
Wait,
Very
you didn't
good.
even back that up, man. Don't you get it like to back it up and then maybe get another attack?
It's an auto crit.
It's an auto crit.
It
yeah.
wasn't an earned crit.
You don't back up auto crits.
Yeah, it wasn't earned.
Fuck him.
I'm
I'll
just
turn
trying-
off
I'm
the
trying to help
fucking
Rob.
mice.
I get where you're going. I
I'm
get
just
where
trying
you're
to
going.
help
on this.
Bratislav,
Hey,
man.
we're just trying.
Ruby.
Hey, I still like that I just charged up like a madman and actually hit. Normally I just miss.
Dude, this is fucking sweet.
So Ruby just feeling the power, it feels really good. Especially that
coursing through your little veins.
especially knowing that she sees these kind of the sorcerers and all that stuff as kind of like equals now. She's finally getting
She
there.
should be.
And,
She'd be feeling
and
that.
to be defeating them, to
And
her
you
it's
start to feel.
it's a new sensation, but it feels great. And so, feeling the power she takes, I'm going to take 15 steps forward, continuing my grasp, but I'm also going to shoot off 2 Eldritch Blasts with Agonizing
Okay.
at him.
Come on.
That will be a 17.
17
Did you
will.
roll with advantage?
Oh, that's right. That will be a 18 and a 20-something.
The 20-something will hit.
Okay, so that will be, it's not really much, 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage.
Damage is damage.
It's a crit. You get a max.
Oh, that's right, it's max. So that will be, I love you, Hilton.
It's better when you're helping me, Koosh.
That'll be 15 points of damage.
15.
I just make it fair, man.
Stern but fair.
I let you have your no reaction.
And then
As
do I
you-
roll my percentage for being a little bit angry? or no?
You need to do that at the beginning of your turn.
Oh, the beginning? Okay.
So-
Oh, to see if you.
But you
Hulk out.
do,
Yeah.
as you're just this aggression is settling through you, you envision yourself just annihilating these halflings below you as though you're looking down upon them. And you see a setting sun as you just blaze your way through these, and you just feel a sense of euphoria about you. Archer moves forward
I don't know who I am anymore.
30
I
feet,
hate halflings.
and he attempts to fire off a firebolt again at this beast at the far end. And that will hit, though. Wait, no, yes, it will. Actually,
It will.
21.
Yeah.
For 10 points of damage. And you see this thing, this serpent beast, go to its knees in front of you, Vratislav. He says, "You will remember my name." And he expires right in front of you.
What's his name again?
Grumon.
Grumon.
Oh, I get what you're doing.
I already know your name, bitch.
As he
I already wrecked you once before. Sorry, I couldn't.
I immediately loot him.
As he dies, again, you see the sky crack with this thunder and splinter again, and then it's almost as though the clouds begin to weave themselves back together again.
Did we kill a dude named Grumon before? I feel like we did.
We went to the Temple of Grumon.
Yeah, we're.
I'm into his
Oh,
temple.
I see.
Does his temple exist?
What are you going to
anymore?
do?
Well, that's we
Do
gotta
I
find
find
out, right?
anything on his body?
You find a earring that appears to be kept on a bracelet, but you don't know what it does.
I would like to walk up, and as he's holding it, can I maybe tell what it is from my readings and studies?
Not without spending more time with it.
I will gladly give it up.
I kind of, I just say, do you mind if I check this out?
Yes.
I don't mind.
We didn't ask you.
Oh,
You're still
you're looking at
paralyzed.
me.
While they're doing stuff, can I free all the slaves, including Foreman?
Why?
Yes.
Because they're slaves and their slavers are dead.
They start to back away from you slightly.
Only one looks like
Is
he's
there-
worth his saving. The other two give him the gift of mercy.
I'm not saying we don't have to give. I'm not saying we have to give them like a handout. I'm just saying we
Give them
free
a
them,
hand.
free them, and they.
I mean, we're
So go
freeing them
wander
in the
into the
marsh.
wilderness.
We're freeing them into the marsh. I mean,
Go on, scat.
It's kind of like when you release
Yeah.
a small fish.
Yeah.
Or it's like when you release a mouse into a snake's, what do you call that, aquarium. That's basically what
Cage.
you're doing. You're just introducing new food into the...
They can
Environment.
follow.
But at least they'll
I'm just-
die.
I have one
free.
gold on the one on the right.
They'll die free. Tell me what you're going to do.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
I'm gonna free them.
Okay.
I'll break their shackles with.
I like-
or actually,
Okay. Go and roll a strength check.
all right.
Can I aid him with that?
Yes,
Sure.
please.
yeah, Ruby's still in her stage, is not really caring
We
about
both rolled
prisoners.
horribly.
Okay. As you bring your swords down, you fracture one of their arms each.
All right.
You hear them
Try
scream.
again.
Sorry about that, Thorman.
And they actually back away from you, and without consideration as to what may be in the wild, they believe that their chances of survival is probably better than being with you.
All right,
I
perfect.
agree.
So they leave.
All right, and then I walk over to Thorman. All right, you hold still. the rest of them,
don't move.
didn't really try it. So you
That was a
well.
practice shot the first
Yeah, yeah,
time.
Oh God.
I practiced my aim. I've practiced.
On who? On Thorman?
Yeah,
What do you got there?
athletics or just strength.
Strength.
20.
20. What are you aiming for?
The ones at his ankles.
Okay, you see this thing shear right in half. No damage to the little dwarf. Little dwarf.
All right, well, you take care of the other one. I don't think it's impeding
Thorman.
you too much.
You have just been rescued by this motley band of bloodthirsty adventurers who just happened
My mouth.
unusually just happened across you in this wild terrain. I mean, what they're doing here is a conundrum, and that's like saying it lightly. I mean, what would bring them to come upon you? I mean, they're middle of nowhere.
I wouldn't say we're totally grungy. I mean, we're probably a little dirty, but
yeah.
You smell
dare
like
you.
350 years, man. Give or
Should've
take a
been-
few
We
battles.
should
Oh, yeah,
smell
we-
fresher.
I was gonna say 350 years fresh.
So I say to the group, please, I'm not from this area. I don't even know why I was captured. Thank you for saving me. And if there's any way I can assist you and help you guys, and I really appreciate it. I'm not from around here. I'm from an island. I have no idea where I am. If I were to escape, I don't even know what direction to go into.
Does this
So,
island have a name?
Dromir.
As long as not the island of the dam.
Yeah.
it sounds like he's
Is the GM saying yes?
However,
I wouldn't know.
no, you don't have to retcon this at all because you've always known it as the island of the dam.
Yeah,
but this
we
is in the
know.
past.
yeah.
Yeah.
It may have been known as Dromir.
No. I totally got that.
Not so damned.
I walk.
Never heard of the place.
I walk up to him and then I ask, "So, what were they doing with you? I mean, we've encountered these serpent people before, and I'm just curious. What were they going to try to use you for?"
I'm not quite sure. We've been walking for days, and they didn't tell us exactly where we were going, and I was just so confused and so disoriented. I just didn't really know what I was doing or where were we going.
Let's pace ourselves with the questions. I hand Thorman my water skin, and I say, "Let's go get your stuff from that Pac-Man." I don't.
The Pac-Man.
The Pac-Man.
Waka, waka, waka.
Dude, we've got. There's
the
too much
cherry,
time travel.
dude.
There's too much time traveling.
Blinky, Inky.
Let's get your stuff back from the pack. I don't. Unless you.
agree.
I mean, I
like,
think
this
we
is
can
the
use the
attire
extra help.
you prefer. And I look him up. He's like in rags or something, right?
Oh yeah, he's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
just wearing.
At least he has a long sword.
He's a short sword.
Oh, that's
I have a
right.
short
these
sword.
these beasts has basically just kept him modest,
Yeah.
and that's it. Like covering up his
Bitch.
genitalia.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I want to help him sift through
His genitalia?
the pack. and
Well, I threw it out nicely, so you should hopefully be able to find it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
scattered about in like a 20-foot radius from this dead, bleeding out Drake.
Semi-separate.
At least you don't have to
between
dig to a
good stuff.
pile. I did
also,
my
while we're
best.
digging for stuff, I want to take that necklace.
The one off of.
That was you said was in the pack.
I thought you took it. Did you not take it?
Take
I
the
did
sword.
not take it.
Okay. So I'll get with you too later on what those things are.
Okay. I assume you get your stuff.
So
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna get my stuff. So I'm gonna pick up. I also have a short bow, as well as a couple of daggers, and my leather armor as well.
Okay.
Okay, about 20 minutes later, you see that he's outfitted. You see him fastening up the final buckles on his bracers.
Can we consider this a short rest too, or no?
No.
No.
I mean, you would have to take another. How many short rests can you take in a day? You can only take one, right?
You could take
Yeah, you
up to
could-
the GM's discretion. And
That's
we take
one a
an
day.
hour.
That's
Okay.
a one a day.
Okay.
It's yeah,
So
but none of us got hit, right?
I
It's not-
did.
Well, okay,
well-
you're the tank.
But
She-
yeah.
I replenish my spell slots.
She uses she only has like 2 spell slots and she gets them back in short rest.
all that shit only got you.
You get half of on a lot of them.
So, heading north, south, east, west. What are you guys doing?
North, right? That's the way to the city.
To the city, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, Archer was leading the way before.
So
We're gonna let
Archer,
him?
Archer tells you, I believe that we can still make it to the edge of the Hellfin Wilds. We've got to be close at this point. I say that we do try to push on.
All right. Yeah, that's where we'll go. Thormund, this is probably your chance to prove yourself. I don't want to
Take
leave
point.
you out here. You probably.
No pressure. He's
know
not
that's-
even chained up and.
But,
Please don't leave me out here,
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
Take me with you.
All right. Well,
Quick
Do
question,
what you want with me.
Quick question for Thorman. Did you remove the other, the other half of the handcuff, or do you still have it on?
I still have it on right now.
it's a good look.
That'll come into play. That's really good.
I'm gonna give Thormund like the warrior's handshake where you like grab the elbow,
Oh yeah.
and I'm gonna pull you close, and I'm gonna ask you, do all dwarves hide stuff up there?
Not everyone.
All right.
Just the chosen.
Dwarves really like to hide their treasure.
All right. That's not the kind of thing I'd want to bring up if it wasn't
The
true.
best part was I do have
I
thieves
released.
tools too. I
So-
could have used them.
The night begins to overtake the last remnants of the day. As you continue farther north, the swamp begins to dry out and starts to give way to drier brush. And it's not lost on any of you that you're actually starting to move towards an upwards elevation. Without warning, you break through the edge of the foliage. The distant starlight reveals before you a large clearing. At the northeast end of this clearing, you can just make out the silhouette of a large stone wall that works its way from west to east, where it's met by a craggy cliff ledge. And behind it, creeping just over the top of this wall, you can just see the outline of a large building. Off its center, towards the west, there appears to be some kind of deformation in the wall. And just as you look across this large clearing, the last ray totally disappears, and you are bathed beneath the starlight above you. We'll see you next session. That's it.
Ooh,
Oh yeah.
that was a fun one.
Roll perception.
Perception.
What did I see? What do I get with a 20?
Another bid. Dog.
So since I'm kind of a prisoner, do I have access to any of my equipment?
What are you talking about?
Does he have access to? Is he just
Not
like,
yet. It's
From
on
what I
it's on the
can
back
tell-
of the beast.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
interesting.
thought you meant like, yeah, my computer, my shit. I'm gonna hook up. Like, what
That's
the?
yeah, he's holding all the shit on that.
Because yeah, I have thieves tools, so I was gonna try to like see like if I had it on me.
Okay.
Like,
Oh.
or something like that.
Yeah,
Now,
if
did
I
have
you
it on me,
you
then-
have thieves' tools?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, he is a rogue. So
Yeah,
he probably
I would
keys
say
your-
that they would probably be hidden in your prison
in
wallet or
prison.
something.
Yeah, like I said, yeah,
You just gotta pull it out of your ass.
That's right. I got this
Unlock
2-foot
the-
long lockpick that's
Don't worry.
barbed and ribbed.
All the other prisoners urinated themselves, so use that as a little bit of lubricant.
all the other prisoners wail in pain. The fourth digs in his ass.